as well. Okay, so these were some of the few functions which I felt like I would like to show you in the deployer package. Okay, there are many more. You can just go through some few more functions which are available. Especially like I give an example of the different types of join. We have right join, left join, intersect, union. All there's a different combination of union as well. Okay, let us go ahead and make use of another package. Okay, which is again one of the important packages which is used especially for your visualization. And I'll be showing you how to draw a scatter plot. Okay, using this package. The package name is the Lattice package, and first of all, you need to import or install it. Okay, so let's just create another file. Okay, and you can go to your package and just check for it. Lattice. Okay, this is the package. If it is not installed, please see that you install this package. Okay, so using the install.packages into packages into bracket, you give the name of the package, and you'll be able to install it. Okay, I'll include this or import this in my program here. So I'll just write library into bracket. I'll give the name of the package. So that is my okay, I'll just execute this. Fine. Now there's one more library which I'll be importing, which is your tidyverse. Okay, that's one I'll require because there's some data sets which is required, which I'll be using in this example. Okay. Now, first of all, let us, what is the lattice package here? Lattice package is available in R programming, and it provides you with a function called XY plot. It is XY plot. We have seen ggplot before, right? We have seen ggplot before as well. And we were able to draw some, charts and plot some graphs and so on. Okay. Now, in this example, your XY plot is used to draw your scatter plot. Okay, and your lattice scatter plots in R is very useful to visualize the relationship between two, you can say, set of variables or multiple variables. Whenever we want to draw, a chart to compare the relationship between two variables, scatter plots are the best one. Okay, they are the best way of checking whether there's any relationship between any two variables or set of data, you can say. Okay, your scatter plot can also be called as your scatter chart, or you can call it as a scatter graph or scattergram, okay, or a scatter diagram as well. Okay, so this scatter plot, there's some names which are used here, okay, and you should not be confused between a scatter chart and a scatter graph. They are the same. Okay, there's hardly any difference between them. Okay, now for this example, we are going to create some charts using a data set called diamond. Okay, there is a data set which is available called diamonds. Okay, which is available in your tidyverse. Okay, so that's the reason I have included this tidyverse as well. Okay, it's a very simple function. I'll start with a very simple function of your XY plot, and we'll plot one simple scatter plot. But before that, let me show you the data set which we have. So to display the data set, I'll just use the head function, and we have diamonds. This is my data set. Okay, the top, let us display only the 5 records and see what it contains. Okay, so let me come up here. Okay, so it has columns like, we have caret, the diamond caret, the cut, the color, clarity, depth, table, price, and so on. Okay, these are some of the variables. Then we have X, Y, Z, and some double values are there. Okay, these are your data types. And using this, some columns which are there, we will, and to just give you a brief idea about what this data set contains. It contains around 50,000 records. Okay, total 50,000 records are there, which gives you the prices of the cut diamonds, okay, based on the clarity and the color of the diamond and so on. Okay, this is a US based data set which is available with R programming, and it's a part of your tidyverse package. Okay, so if you do not include tidyverse, it's not going to work out. To see that you include your tidyverse, and then you can check on with this particular data set. Okay, so let us quickly create one simple scatter plot based on the price and the let's say carat. Okay, and we'll display a very simple scatter plot here. Okay, so to create one, I'll just give a comment here. So create a scatter plot. Okay, so and as I said, there's this function called xy plot, and the first parameter would be based on the two. Of course, when we draw the scatter plot, we need two variables. Okay, and two values which I'll be taking here will be the price and the carat. The values like 0.23 and so on, and based on the price which we have, the price is here, this is a value. So let us do one more thing. The carat we can have it because we can see here this 0.23 and again 0.23. So I need to group it by carat as well. So I'll write it like this. I'll write price. Sorry, it's not getting click here. Okay. Price. Okay. Then it is we are going to follow it with a tilde sign here and carat. Okay. So this is how you give your you can see two variables. And you can give a space as well. It's nothing like you cannot give a space. Let us give a space, comma, and this two variables or the data set the data has to be fetched from a particular data set. That will be the second parameter. So you have to give data equal to the name of the data set. So it's diamonds. This my data set. Okay, let's run this. I'm not going to give anything else. It's a very simple scatter plot. There it is, and let me click on this zoom, and I'll increase this whole size. Now this is my scatter plot. Okay, where there are two variables. The variables we have price here. You can see this is on my y-axis, and on the x-axis I have the carat. So the first parameter which I'm passing in the xy plot would be plotted on the y you can say axis, and the other one on the x-axis. Okay. Now these are all the default values, the default shapes and all. Okay. Let us go back. Let us make some few more changes here. Okay. Now let us say I want to also give some titles. I want to give the X labels and Y labels and more. Okay. If you remember in your other functions which we have used till now, we had given the title also using main. Okay. Similarly, here also we'll have main. We'll have X for the X labels. We have X lab and Y lab. Let us do that. So I'll repeat this whole thing. I'll use X plot into round bracket, the price, carat, okay, comma, the data remains as it is, diamonds, give a comma here. Let us give the title for this. So I'll give mean equal to, and because it's a scatter plot using lattice scatter plot. And you can see plot in R program. Okay, that's the title I have given here right now. Right? Mean has been given, then let me give the X label as well, X lab equal to Let us on the x-axis we had the caret. So I'll give number of caret no no carets. Okay. And on the y-axis, I want the label ylab equal to the prices. So I'll give pricing. Okay. Previously it was price. So I'll just give pricing. Small change. I can run this one. Okay. Here we get, and this is my plot. Okay. So here's my title. The X label and the Y label has been changed. The plot remains same because I've used the same two variables. Okay. Now, what about the shapes? Now, the color, you can see the shape here is it's I think a round circle, small circle. Okay. Let us change that as well. Okay. Now, what I'll do, I'll change the color. Okay. So, if you remember last time also, for giving the color, it is COL equal to, and we can specify the color. Okay. You can also specify the size of these points which are plotted. Okay, so for changing the size of the points, we can make use of CEX, okay, which specifies the size of the points. Then we can also change the shape. Now, if you remember last time we had given, the stars we had given, and we have given filled round points, okay, circles, which was filled, okay, and the value was the parameter which we used was PCH. Okay, that was the parameter. So what I'll do, I'll again copy this whole thing. Let me not type this whole thing again. I'll just copy this, put it here. Okay, and add some few things here. Okay, the columns and everything up to Y is fine. I'll just add another parameter. So I'll come here. I'll change the color first. Let us say color equal to, give some color. Let us see. We also have something called chocolate, huh? Or brown, like, if I give chocolate, the colors is different, and if I give brown, the color is different. Okay, so let us give chocolate and see how it comes. So color I have changed. Now you can specify the size of the point by using CEX. Okay, that will change the size, and it's in pixels. So I'll give 0 point some 7, 8 something. Let's give 8. Okay, and the shape we will give CH equal to, let us give some random number. I'll give C7. See what I get and run this. Sorry, this one. There's some, I don't think so. Any, okay, there's some cross and square, and so let us try some other one. That's my plot. Okay, the star. Okay, 8 is the star. And so here it is. You can see the color has changed and the shape has changed. The size of the point has changed, and I have got a star, a different shape. Okay, so these are some few parameters which can be given. Okay, now what if I want to have multiple scatter plots, in one plot, in one area as one image. Okay, so let us try to do one thing. What we'll do is we'll divide the scatter plot using groups. Okay, to do this, let us do one thing. I'll just come here. I'll copy this content again once again. Let me copy this. Okay. Now here again, what I'll do is, because I want to plot not on based on only one, we can say only on caret. Okay, I want multiple. So what I can do is I can, instead of along with caret, I can also have the other. Let's see what other. Okay, let me check the diamonds. I'll just 1 minute. I'll just go to head. We already have one. Okay, carrot. Let us use cut also. So I'll use carrot and cut. I want multiple. So I'll now to give the other, you can say, uh, data. I need to give the price sign here, the or. Okay, and I can give the other variable. Let us say cut here. Okay, the rest of the parameters, your data equal to diamonds. This is fine. Then I'll change this number of carriage. Y remains same, color also same. That's it. Okay, now let me run this and I'll show you what happens. What's happening? Okay, here we go. It takes time because there is around, as I said, 50,000 records altogether. Okay, now based on the type of cut, your data, the carrot and the pricing has been, displayed. So this is my carrot, so number of carrot, and this is pricing, and the cut for each of them. I have the primary premium card, the idle card, the fair, good, and very good. So, and it's showing the relationship between the pricing and the carrot. Okay, so this gives you a multiple, and you can see this one. The pricing, this is displayed here, right? And this is my carrot. Okay. For this, the one which is below, I've got the pricing this side, and on the top here, I've got the pricing. Had I got multiple, more categories of cuts, then I would have got multiple more, you can say, plots here. Okay, this is how you can, just if you say have, because this is totally grouped by cuts now. Okay, so this is how you can have, multiple plots as well, a scatter plot, and it is very interesting in many cases. If you look at the different types of plots, especially when there is a group of, you can say categorical variable is there in a field is there in your data set. It becomes very difficult to draw multiple plots and then compare it. So best way is to draw all the scatter plot in one go. Okay, include that in one of the chart itself, and it's very simple. You have to just give this or the pipe sign. You can see this is your or sign. If you remember, it's the logical or which we had given in before also, and pass on the next parameter. Now I have not changed anything else here. I have just made one small change. Okay, to give you the multiple plot. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show regarding your XY plot, and as I said, it's a part of your Lattice package. Okay, and it's a very you can say useful function, especially when you are using scatter plots. Okay, so whenever you have to draw scatter plots, please make use of the XY plot, and it's very simple and easy to use. Okay, so that's all for today. When we come next, there's one topic which is, in fact, there are two things which are remaining. One is your command prompt. Now, so in that case, I won't be using the R Studio. We will go to your RGUI, and from there we are going to use the commander, the R commander, and we'll see what are the different ways of opening a data set using R commander. Okay, and it's very useful, especially when we have lots of statistics to be done. It is suggested that you can make use of the commander, and it is very easy to do it. Okay, you can punch in your attendance in the chat. So we'll call it a day today. When we come next, we will do the commander, which is available in our programming. Okay. And one more thing, please remember, we'll have one more test, which will be again objectives, which I'm planning. So once we finish with commander and one more package, then we will take one more test, okay, for your MCQ. So that will complete your two assessments. Or should we have a project? Because last time I remember I had given a project to the students based on your EDA. Okay, So if you're okay with a project, we can give a project as well. You can tell me what to do. Either MCQ test or a project. Yes, any one of you can tell me.
The
Which
MCQ test.
MCQ test.
MCQ test. Okay,
MCQ
fine.
test.
The problem with MCQ test is what, Let me stop the recording first.